All right, let's jump right in. A cricketing carnival is taking over the globe, but listen, this is way more than just another tournament. We're literally watching history being made.
So what exactly makes this the biggest T20 World Cup in history? Well, this is the 10th edition of the men's T20 World Cup, and believe me, it is completely rewriting the record books. So in this explainer, we're going to unpack what makes this the biggest, most high-stakes event the sport has ever witnessed.
You've got two absolute powerhouse nations, India and Sri Lanka, playing host. I mean, can you just imagine the passion and the pressure? It's at a fever pitch. The home crowds expect nothing less than victory. And for every other team, well, the challenge of winning on subcontinent soil makes the stakes unbelievably high. Okay, so how does this whole massive event actually work? Let's break down the blueprint for what is basically a 30-day cricket marathon. I mean, just look at the numbers here. The sheer scale is something we have never seen before. The format has been blown up to include 20 teams, battling it out in 55 matches, all crammed into one super intense month of cricket. Wow.
So, the path to glory? It's a real three-stage gauntlet. It all kicks off with this massive group stage, where all 20 teams get whittled down to just 8. It's brutal. From there, those survivors enter the super high-pressure Super 8 stage to fight for a spot in the knockouts. And then finally, only 4 teams are left standing to battle for the trophy in the semis and the final. It is an absolutely grueling format designed to find the one undisputed champion.
And this is all happening right now. The action kicked off back in early February, running through the group and Super 8 stages, and it's all building to the grand finale on March 8th. And get this, it's at the world's largest cricket stadium in Ahmedabad. What a setting for a final. But you know, a tournament is so much more than just a schedule, right? It's all about the drama. And believe me, from the insane rivalries to all the off-pitch controversies, this World Cup is just packed to the brim with compelling storylines. And of course, you can't have a T20 World Cup without the big one, India versus Pakistan. It's always called the mother of all battles, and for good reason. This time, there was even some political uncertainty. Pakistan actually threatened a boycott for a bit. But in the end, the game went ahead in Colombo, and it was, as always, the most anticipated match of the entire group stage. And that all leads to the central question for the hosts, India. I mean, think about it. They won back in 2024, and now they're playing on home turf. So can the men in blue, who are in this new era post-Kohli and Sharma, become the first team in history to win 3 T20 World Cup titles? A three-peat. It's a huge question. But the drama isn't just on the pitch, though. Here's a really major historic shift. Bangladesh is not in this tournament. They were actually removed after they asked to relocate matches because of security concerns. The International Cricket Council, the ICC, rejected that request, and Scotland ended up taking their place. A huge story. Okay, but on a much more positive note, we're welcoming a brand new team to the world stage. Italy is making its debut, which is so exciting. They had an incredible run in the European qualifiers to get here, and it's just a fantastic sign of how much the game is growing around the world. All right, with so much talent all over the place, who are the players to watch? You know, the ones who can just flip a match on its head single-handedly. Okay, you gotta keep your eyes on India's explosive opener, Abhishek Sharma. The guy scores at a blistering pace. Then you've got England's new captain, Harry Brook. He's a cool-headed strategist who can just dismantle any bowling attack. On the bowling side, nobody is more feared than Afghanistan's spin wizard, Rashid Khan. His variations are just unreadable. Don't forget Zimbabwe's veteran giant killer, Sikandar Raza, an all-rounder who lives for pressure situations. And of course, everyone is waiting for South Africa's young superstar, Dewald Brevis, to have that big breakout moment on the world stage. So, you take all of that, what does it all add up to? Let's zoom out for a second and look at what's really at stake here, because it's a lot more than just a trophy. First up, let's talk about the money. The ICC has put up a record-breaking prize pool for this World Cup. We're talking over $13.5 million. That is huge. So the winners, they're going to walk away with a cool $3 million. But here's the really clever part. It's not just about the final prize. The ICC threw in a bonus of about $31,000 for every single win in the group stages. That's a brilliant incentive, right? It means every single match from day one is fought with just maximum intensity.
So when you put it all together, the sheer scale, the incredible storylines, the massive prize money, it all points to one thing. This tournament is so much more than a bunch of matches. It's actually a major turning point for the entire sport of T20 cricket.
Think about it. This is the first time the tournament has been back in the subcontinent with those incredibly passionate fans since 2016. It's a huge showcase for how the game is expanding globally. And on a national level, it's a chance for a team like India to really build a dynasty, or for the co-hosts, Sri Lanka, to reclaim their spot as a cricketing superpower. So much is on the line.
So what we're watching is a battle for legacy, a battle for money, and really a battle for the future direction of the entire sport. And as all this drama keeps unfolding, it leaves us with one last, really thrilling question to think about. With all these new stars, new teams, and old rivalries, who is going to be the one to define cricket's new era?